The story begins with a young boy named Jason, who is not only a student but also a social media personality with a large following on Facebook. Jason is passionate about singing and often uploads videos of himself performing. Meanwhile, we are introduced to a Catholic school where Jason's parents are dropping him and his sister Zoe off after summer vacation. At the same time, we meet Sarah, Zoe's roommate, who secretly likes Jason. Jason's father wants him to focus on his studies rather than his singing career, but Jason aspires to make music his profession. The story also introduces Sister Rebecca, a teacher at the school who promises Jason's parents that she will take care of both Jason and Zoe. Sister Rebecca then meets a new teacher, Sister Sophia, who has just joined the school. Rebecca explains the school's strict rules, such as no makeup for teachers, prompting Sophia to wipe off her lipstick. While giving Sophia a tour of the school, Rebecca introduces her to Jason. Sophia notices that Jason seems upset, and Rebecca explains that Jason had recently caused a car accident while intoxicated, which angered his father. Jason is also known as a social media personality. Later, when Sophia is alone in her room, she looks up Jason on her laptop and starts feeling attracted to him, even kissing his image on the screen, revealing that she already knows about him. The next day, Sophia attends her first class and introduces herself to the students. During the class, she notices Jason talking to Sarah and makes Sarah sit in the front, which irritates her. Jason's sister Zoe finds Sophia's behavior odd because Catholic school teachers typically don't act rudely. When Sophia opens her book to begin the lesson, Zoe reminds her that prayers are conducted before class starts. Instead of leading the prayer herself, Sophia asks Zoe to do it. While everyone prays, Zoe notices that Sophia isn't participating and later tells Jason about it. However, Jason is distracted by a message from Sarah and doesn't pay much attention. After school, Sophia asks Jason if Sarah is his girlfriend. Jason denies it, which makes Sophia happy. However, the next morning, she sees Jason and Sarah kissing. Annoyed, Sophia scolds Sarah and tells her to stay away from Jason. Sarah retorts that her father funds the school, but Sophia isn't bothered and remains firm. Later, Sophia keeps Jason back after class and confronts him about his relationship with Sarah. She questions why he claimed not to have a girlfriend, but was seen with Sarah. Jason has no answer, and Sophia invites him to visit her chamber to discuss the matter. When Jason goes to meet Sophia, he finds her applying excited to her body. Actually, Sophia had deliberately left her room door open so that Jason would see her in that condition and be attracted to her. The next morning, Sophia asks Jason why he didn't come to meet her, to which Jason says he forgot. By now, Jason and Joey have been at the school for a week, and over the weekend, their parents come to pick them up. Sophia, however, doesn't feel right without Jason, so she takes leave from school, telling Sister Rebecca that her aunt is unwell. Meanwhile, at home, Jason tells his dad that he wants to take a year off from school to pursue his passion. However, his dad wants him to focus on his studies, leading to an argument between them. Jason, frustrated, goes outside and starts singing alone. At this moment, Sophia arrives at Jason's house in her car and quietly enjoys listening to his singing. Just then, Jason gets a call from Sarah, which makes Sophia angry. Then, Sophia accidentally bumps into something, making a noise. Jason starts walking toward her, but just then, he gets a message from Joey and goes back inside. Now, Sophia wants to keep Sarah away from Jason, so she makes her first move. That night, she sneaks into Sarah's room, but as she leaves, she encounters Sister Rebecca and tells her that she thought she heard something and came to check. At that moment, Joey, who shares a room with Sarah, wakes up and overhears their conversation, which makes her suspicious of Sophia. The next morning in class, Sophia asks all the students to open the same page in their books and tells her that she will face severe punishment. The news spreads throughout the school, leading to Sarah being suspended. Later, Sophia tells Sister Rebecca that to protect the school's reputation, they should also search the boys' rooms. Sister Rebecca then searches Jason and his friends' rooms. However, this was also Sophia's doing. Jason tells the teacher that he doesn't know where the bottle came from or who placed it there. He says that if he is suspended, it will ruin his life for something he didn't even do, and if his dad finds out. After hearing this, Sophia suggests that Jason's punishment will be that he will have to do all the school chores for a week, the kind the sisters usually do. Jason agrees to this. Next, we see a flashback showing how Sophia saw Jason on social media and became a fan of his songs and voice. To meet him, Sophia met a sister named Sophia, who was about to transfer to the school. She then altered all the documents and entered the school as Sister Sophia. The story now takes place in the present time, where we see Jason working on school assignments and planting plants. At this moment, Sophia Sophia arrives and begins provoking him under the pretense of helping him, while Joey notices everything. In the next scene, we see that Sophia finally forgets that she is a teacher. Despite that, she enters Jason's room at night. Just as Jason wakes up, he sees Sister Sophia in front of him, which feels odd to him. However, Sophia tries to seduce Jason and gets closer to him. Jason feels scared, thinking that this is a sin and they shouldn't do it. But eventually, he is persuaded by Sophia and gives in. They both end up getting very close and make love. In the next scene, we see Jason regretting his actions and going to the church to confess to the father that he has committed a great sin. As he starts asking for forgiveness, he sees that instead of the father, it is Sophia who is there. She sits on his lap, and once more, they both make love. 1 week after this incident, Jason goes home and receives a message from Sarah inviting him to a party that night. At the same time, Sophia is leaving the school when she overhears Sister Rebecca talking to a priest from another school about the real Sophia. She finds out that the priest has known the real Sophia for a long time. Panicked, she rushes towards her car, but Sister Rebecca stops her and asks where she's going. Sophia quickly lies, saying that it's a medical emergency regarding her aunt and leaves. Later that night, Jason tells his dad that he's invited to Sarah's party, but his dad forbids him from going. Jason goes to Sarah's house, and then Sarah leads him to a room where they start kissing each other. However, during this, Jason remembers his time with Sophia and feels guilty. He then grabs a beer bottle and leaves. While walking outside, the police catch him with the beer bottle. But just then, Sophia arrives and convinces the police that Jason is mentally disturbed and asks them to let him go. The police listen to her and let Jason go. Jason tells Sophia that he cannot go home in his intoxicated state, so Sophia takes him to a hotel room. Meanwhile, Jason's mother convinces his father to give Jason a year to follow his passion, to which his father agrees and decides to bring Jason back home. Back in the hotel room, Sophia starts undressing, intending to get intimate with Jason again. However, Jason begins to suspect that Sophia has been following him everywhere. He tells her that everything they've done so far is a grave sin and that he deeply regrets it. He decides they should never do it again. But Sophia argues that they share many similarities. Their fathers don't understand them and that they are meant to be together. Jason refuses to listen, leaves Sophia there, and walks away, leaving her furious. Later, Jason's father finds him and apologizes for forcing his expectations on him. He promises to give Jason a chance to pursue his dreams. The next morning, as Jason and Joey head to school, Sophia is also there in her car. Joey notices the car and later tracks it down at school using its license plate. She finds out online that the car is registered in Sophia's name, confirming her suspicion that Sophia had been outside their house earlier. At the same time, Jason enters his room to find Sophia lying unconscious. Panicked, he tries to revive her by giving her mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, only to realize she is faking it. Angry, Jason tells her he will report her behavior to the authorities, but Sophia remains unfazed and warns him that if he reports her, she will expose their inappropriate relationship, making Jason realize he is trapped. Joey calls Jason and informs him about the car being Sophia's. Jason urges her not to tell anyone about it. The next day in class, after the prayer, Sister Rebecca reintroduces Sarah to the school, which enrages Sophia. Outside the classroom, Sophia confronts Sister Rebecca, questioning her authority to let Sarah return to school. Sister Rebecca dismisses her and advises Sophia to focus on prayer instead of teaching her rules. While Jason celebrates Sarah's return by singing, Sophia's anger spirals, and she starts behaving like a complete psychopath. After this, we see that when Sarah is taking a shower, Sophia goes there, and later when Joey goes to take a shower, she sees Sarah start screaming. Sarah's body is then sent for post-mortem. While seeing Sarah's body, Joey remarks that in all these years, nothing like this has ever happened while showering, and something definitely seems suspicious. The next day, after prayer at the church when Sophia comes out, Jason confronts her, saying that she must have done something. Sophia replies that the police have declared it an accident, and anyway, no one is guilty here. She further adds that the biggest culprit is Jason himself, for falling in love with a nun. The next morning, when Sophia sees Jason and Joey leaving the house, she makes an excuse about her aunt's death to Sister Rebecca and leaves. That night, Jason and his family go out for dinner at a restaurant, but are surprised to see Sister Sophia there as well. Sophia introduces herself to Jason's parents, and his father invites her to join them. Although Jason is uncomfortable with this, they arrange a seat for her. Joey notices Jason's discomfort during the dinner. Meanwhile, Sister Rebecca tries to verify Sophia's story about her aunt's death by sending flowers to the address Sophia mentioned. She discovers that no one has died at that address, nor is it Sophia's real address. On the other side, Joey persuades Jason to tell her everything. Jason Jason confesses how he fell into Sophia's trap, leaving him helpless. They then decide to investigate whether this nun is the real Sophia or not. The next day, Sister Rebecca becomes suspicious of Sophia after receiving a call at night. She calls Sophia to her room and tells her that ever since she arrived, strange things have been happening. Rebecca also mentions that she had to suspend her best student after Sophia's arrival, and now the news about her aunt's death has been proven false. Saying this, Rebecca is about to complain to the father when Sophia hits her with a lamp, injuring her. At the same time, Jason and Joey enter Sophia's room to find evidence against her. There, they find the real Sophia's laptop and another laptop belonging to the girl pretending to be Sophia, whose real name is Laura. They discover that Laura has saved numerous pictures of Jason, confirming that she came here with a premeditated plan. Now as they go to tell Sister Rebecca about this, they encounter Sophia, also known as Laura. Upon seeing her laptop in Jason's hands, Sophia realizes that her secret is out. She confesses her obsession to Jason, saying, "Every song you've ever sung was for me," which makes Jason and Joey realize that this girl is completely psychotic. As they try to move forward, Sophia seizes the moment. Sophia then turns back to Joey, ready to attack her with the same lamp. Just then, Sister Rebecca arrives and snatches the lamp from her hands. However, Sophia attacks Sister Rebecca too. At that moment, Jason regains consciousness, takes a screwdriver from his pocket, and stabs Sophia in the back. The story then shifts to the school's graduation day, where Jason's dad gifts Joey her late mother's car and gives Jason a new guitar. This beautiful scene concludes the thrilling story. So friends, how did you like this story? Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. See you with another exciting story soon. Thank you so much for watching.